Okay, everyone, just a little bit. It's been a beautiful morning with the emphasis on making it happen. So let's look at our own lives and the lives of our groups and just briefly try to focus on what we and our groups with whom we work need as the next step ahead, using that propulsive force, the will. I think we can easily get into the alignment. And try to feel our soul quality, whatever it may be, infusing our consciousness, immersed in the color, immersed in the sound, immersed in the quality. Until we begin to feel the presence of the group soul. We have talked about many types of will, and every time there's a desirable objective, a type of will can be called forth. We've had the will to be, the will to good, the will to do, to initiate, to unify, all of these. Will to power, the will to love, all of these, the will to create, to fulfillment, the will that conquers death. But you don't need to stay with any one of these. Just ponder on your incarnational purpose as you can understand it or phrase it to yourself. And as long as you are in incarnation, that purpose is not completed. So there is a next step, always a next step. As the Tibetan said, what we need to know is the constitution of man and the next step. So what is that purpose for you? What is the plan to achieve it, involving a particular type of will which you can think of in any terms you like, give it any name you like, or you can use one of the types of will that DK has so abundantly presented. So let's ponder on that. we know that will is not so much worked up from below. It descends from the deepest sources in our nature. So imagine that from our inner points of tension, we are calling down, as it were, calling in that type of will which we need in order to take our next step forward. Everybody has that step. None here does not. We call it down, we call it in. And equipped with this force, is there even a single step or two that you can imagine as you express this type of will moving towards your objective in your individuality, in your cooperative groups? Can you imagine a step or two with this type of will behind it? So let us develop the will to develop the type of will that we feel is needed, that we need, that our groups need, and be willing to do so. It's very important. It's an inner process that can make a lot of difference in the next number of critical years when the soul and dweller of humanity will be fighting it out yet again. Under the will to good, the good must emerge. And let us be useful, willing to be useful in this process. And so together we will sound the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, everyone.